click it, it will navigate you guys to the next screen. So please fill all the required details here. So you have to register for the new org, the old org, whatever you guys registered earlier for the trailhead, that will not work. So make sure you register for the new org, because this is the special edition, and this is exclusively only for Superbadge advanced things. Okay, so once you're done, so you will get an email saying you have a new account has been registered. So click on verify. So just set the password. Once we have org in our hand, once you logged in, the first thing you guys need to do is enable the Agentforce, right? I hope you are already aware of the steps. Go to setup, search for Einstein setup. Yeah, just search for Einstein. So go to Einstein setup here. Make sure you enable turn on Einstein. At the same time, you also should be enable deploy prompt templates. So enable it. All right, so once we enable it, just make sure you just refresh once. Once we refresh, then you can see a option to enable the Agentforce. Let's enable Agentforce. You see our Agentforce agents. Make sure you enable this as well. And also make sure you enable the Agentforce default agent as well. Just enable. So once you enable, you guys, once you refresh, you will see a default employee as well. Okay, just refresh. Yeah, so we have agent here, and then let's go back to our trial. So what's it? So we signed up. Now we need to connect it. So make sure you connect by going scroll down, and then make sure instead of using this one, just make sure you connect the. All right, so we connected our org, and then we finish this step. Let's go to the first challenge. But also, they want us to create a new agent called Esso, and then we have to check verify whether it's good or not. All right, let's start. Get started. Let's go back. So here the case, go to setup and search for agents. Agentforce agents. Let's go to Agentforce agents, and then let's create new agent by clicking on new. Click on new agent and choose the template as they mentioned. Agentforce. Let's choose from the templates called Agentforce service agent. Click on select this. Click on next, and then we don't need any topics. Just uncheck everything. Not required, not required, not required, not required. Right, we don't want any topics. Just click on next. So once you click on the next, give the name of the agent. Let's do Esso. Remote, and let's do the same copy here, and description what are they mentioned in the descriptions are here. Let's do the role company. So we have company. So already we have this user. So feed conversation. Yeah, this should be unchecked. You select it here. Click on next. Create anything, just create. Click on create. So everything is ready. So let's add SSO permission which can be created. So would you have anything else? So we created this thing. So Just go to users, and you will find an Einstein service user. So make sure you verify your email address here. Einstein service agent user, make sure you click on edit and change the email. Yeah, we'll get an email saying to verify the email address. So make sure you click on that. So it will navigate you to that user. Yes, currently. Because this is the way we have to receive an email addresses. Make sure we choose it, verify that. So display name, infos, badge. I'll put my email address there. Allow all the profiles to use it. So just click on save. So now we have to verify it. We didn't verify it. Let's wait for the email to be verified. You got an email to verify password addresses. Just make sure you just click on the link. Feel like our email address has been verified. Let's go back and see the app permissions. So here we'll have just show conversation and access the conversation. This is what we have to give the permission. So click on edit, click on save, save, do that permissions, that's daughters. Go back, system permissions. So you search for send email and edit tasks. Edit tasks and send email. We have to give the permission. Just click on save. Click on save. Just go back to our challenge. Click on check challenge. It's done. So the steps we followed is simple. We have to create a new agent and go back to this permission set in a simple on the contact object with the data type date. So I already just created before the session. So this should be the past customer verification, and make sure it has a description. Without, if you didn't find the description, it might fail to validate. Make sure you have a description. What are the description you want? Just go ahead, put it. And once it is done, let's navigate to Agentforce agents to navigate to the home page of it. So let's scroll down little. So find your Esso agent, click on here, open the builder. So currently, when you open for the first time, you will not see any topics here. If you guys see my screen, you have a topic that's called as customer verification here. Customer verification here, but when you open it, you will not see anything. So what you can do, right, just go click on here, click on new and click on add from asset library. So there you will find the customer verification, whatever currently I added here, you will find the customer verification, check it and click on finish. Automatically it will show this way. So once it is created here, just hold this page like this, just add the top called as customer verification to here. Just wait for some time. Now let's navigate back. So you open this verify code. So this is the flow that you need to open. Just open this flow. And what he's saying is just we need to create one more flow from this flow as original version. So see here, currently it will be look like this, right? It will look like this. So what you can do, right? Click on save as new flow. So when you click on save as new flow, it will just clone this flow. Okay, just it will clone this flow. So once it is cloned, it will look like this. So see, I just given the name. So make sure you provide, once you clone the provide, make sure you provide this label and this description to the flow. And let's come back. So once it is cloned, it will look like this. Let me open the flow which I created. This is the verify code. So it will come like this, verify code and log verification. So let me do one thing. So we need to update the flow. What look like this? It should be updated like this. So here there's nothing. We are not touching. We are not touching the verify customer code. We are not touching verify do codes match. What we are doing is okay. Let me create for you guys just for a quick thing. What I will do, right? I will just clone this. So let's go here. So just use the label. So use the label. Make sure we go here. Just use the label and description as follows. Description is this. Let's go here. Click on this. But I'll get a message because it's already given this thing. See, it's already existing. So what I'll do, right? I'll just you guys don't do this, okay? For you, it will say without any errors. Right. So this is done. So now it's already there. So make sure you just go here, and what he's doing, he's saying like don't touch anything related to the customer code, touch customer code. So he's asking us to create the each customer. Here the task is to create the each customer user edition. So go here, click on top of this decision. So make sure the names, what are the names? It has to follow the same name what he's giving here. So go and choose. Sorry. Okay. So here it has to, you have to copy this decision, copy it, paste, paste. So this one we'll name it as user. This is what they mentioned as user, and default outcome is contact. Right, that's what they said like us to. So now we say, okay, what he says, yeah, see customer type. If the customer type equal to user, this is the path. If not, this is the path. Okay, so let's save it. And make sure I did one mistake here, which is I didn't do the description. Make sure you guys provide the description because description will not pass it. Okay, so make sure you provide the description. That so now make sure what we'll do, right? We cut this to contact. Okay, we cut this to contact, and then we have to create a new decision for your assignment. Give the assignment name as provide here. This is the assignment, provide the contact email instead. Just go here, you do that, and do here, and search for the description, do that, and paste it. Sorry. Here we have to description paste it. So now he asking us to create a new variable that's called message. This is the new variable that we need to create. Just click on here, click on new resource, and click on variable, click on paste, and give the same description. What we mentioned, description, it should be text, and it should be available for output, and then right. So what's the message we need to provide? So the message we need to provide is this one. So we have to create a new constant. It's called as no contact equals to, click on add new resource and constant. The name is this one. You are in a description. So there's a description. Make sure you provide the description and go to this value, put the value here. Text done. Right. So this one. So the user label we have provided. So the previous one, whatever is existing, it's there. Yes, you will find this. You will get this message for sure. You will get this error message SPS code verify code. So in order to resolve this, what we need to do, right click on settings here and go to advanced and remove this verify code from here. Okay, and click on done and click on save. So now it should go away because this variable is not available in the previous verify code. That's doing that. So this is done. So next one is we have update the last customer verification field on the contact. So we have to create a update contact. So scroll down, click on next here, click on update records, go to paste the variable, and make sure in the description. If there's no description, it will stop you the verification. Stop it. We'll do contact object. done. And then once this is done, we are trying to find ID, which is having that contact ID is equal to customer ID, right? Customer ID which is receiving from the Salesforce. And then we have to set the value, last customer verification. So when you're typing, if you're not able to see this field means you don't have access to this field, make sure as system admin, go and give access to this field on the contact level. So current date. Okay, save. That's all. That's all from our side. Now we did the flow, so you don't have any issues, everything is good. Now we did the flow, so you don't have any issues, everything is good. So I'm not, just make sure you activate this flow. Let's activate it. So the end flow should look like this, right? And then, so now we did the flow, we're all good. So we have the flow now. So the next task is we have to add this flow to our agent. So let's go to the agent. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, if you're coming for the first time here, if you're not seeing this customer verification, click on new, click on add from asset library. You will find the customer verification here, click on add it. So once you add it, open this topic. So in this topic, currently this is already configured way, but when you open it for the first time, you will see the send email with verification code, and also you will see the verify code, just verify code. So when you see the verify code, you will not see this button. So when you open this for the first time, you will not see this button called as new thing. So the reason is this is the old version. You can't edit the new version. I mean the existing version. What you need to do, right? You will find at the bottom, you will find create new version. So as soon as you create the new version, you will see this kind of UI where you have access to create new, and you can also access to remove it. So the first thing what you guys need to do is open this topic, customer action, and down you will see a button called as create new version. Just click on this button. It will be available at the bottom, exactly here in the down in the middle. So click on create new version. As soon as you click on new version, you will see a verify code here. Just click on the arrow button and remove from the topic. Okay, that's what you need to do. Once you are done, just click on new and create new action. When you clear the new action, make sure you select the flow, make sure you select the verify code and verification, which is already we added here. So just click on next. Once you click on the next, don't make any changes, click on finish. As soon as you click on the finish, open the detail page of this thing. So the few things you need to do is you have two sections, one is blue, one is green. Let's go with blue first. In the blue, this SN variable, you will see a blank. So make sure you select the authentication key, and you will customer code, make it blank, no need to select anything. For the customer ID, you don't need to make blank, make sure you select the customer ID. For customer type, let's come to the green. In the customer ID, make sure you tag to verified customer ID. And for customer type, make sure you tag to customer type, is verified. Message after verification and message after verification, if user, both you can leave it as blanks. Okay, no need to change anything. That's the end of the thing. So once you are done, you are good to click on check challenge. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, so let's go to the challenge 3. So come scroll down. So we finished here. So yeah, let's come to challenge 3. So in the challenge 3, we can go directly to what exactly they're asking here. So they're asking is the interaction. So where we have few components, the refund thing. So we need to make sure we are doing that. So here, if you guys see here, we need to refactor the existing flow for Agentforce compatibility. That's what we are going to do. So here they clearly mentioned we have already existing flow called as a refund flow. Then we need to, this flow was completely built on the refund object, but we are going to clone this flow and we need to build the same flow in a different asks on the refund request flow. So for here, if you guys go here, go to the flows, you will find a refund flow. See, there is existing flow, just open it. And this is what the flow will look like before we're converting to the refund request flow. So currently this is on the refund object. We are going to convert it to the refund request object. So click on save as new version. So make sure you give a new flow, not new version, new flow. And just make sure we give the name as request refund flow. I'm not showing you right now because I already created that. So let me go back and open the refund request flow. So this is the flow. The trial head is trying us to create this. So this is not a small flow. So it has multiple branches and other stuff. So I'm going to show you one by one here. So the first change in the get current order, if you open this get current order, earlier you used to have here the record ID. So you have to change to order number. And also there is no one more condition here. We need to add one more condition here. That's called as customer authorized by ID equal to verified contact ID. This variable is already existing in this flow. Clear? So this is what you need to, this is the first change we need to do. And the second change is, there is nothing change on this get order line item. But previously we don't have, in the previous flow, if I open this previous flow, in the request flow after the get order line item, you used to have create record kind of thing. So see here, after getting the line item, we used to have refund. So in our new flow, we need to create a decision box in between these two. Like you need to click on plus here. So make sure you have a decision here. So if I open the decision, it has three conditions. So make sure you give the label, make sure you give the description, because even if you miss the description, that will stop us validating the challenge. So you have a label, you have a description. There are three items. So the default one I renamed as this one. The default outcome is I renamed as this one. So the first one is this. The first one is yes found order plus line item. So in this we have two conditions. So this is, there is already order from get current order. There's already existing get component is there. So make sure you do this ID like record.id. It's nothing but record.id. So if I double click it, you can see this API. So this is the what you need to give is null equal to false. And the second condition is get order line item is null equal to false. So in the first condition, these are the two conditions. And the second one is, first one is false and the second one is true. Means this should be false, this should be null, and this should be not null. In either of the cases, get order ID is not be null, but line item can be null in the second case. So this is the second condition. So once you close these conditions, so we have three branches. What exactly we are doing? So we are going to create a new refund request. So this is what you need to do. So make sure you have a label, you have API name, you have description. This is the field mapping I used. So for the account, we are getting it from the order, and from the amount we are getting from the line item total price, and the comments is nothing but refund reason, and the date is nothing but running flow, current flow. Name is nothing but request file name. Order is equal to this one. So this is the field mapping. This is also available in our trailhead. If you guys go here, scroll down, this is the mapping we have already. So you can follow this, or you can pause my video and just map it. And the under below it, we need to create a new one more. This is get element. So in the previous element we are creating, here we are just querying it. So simple. Here we are creating, and next to it we have to query the same thing. So whether record ID is equal to the ID from the previous component, and then we have querying, and we are storing in the refund request out. This is also available as a predefined. And then make sure you query only the fields that they are asking. Don't query anything apart from that. Okay, make sure you have this. And once it is done, the first branch is done, but at the same time we need to add the fault. So for example, if this is an insertion element, if something is failed, the fault, in the fault we have to create a case. So make sure you follow the same label, same API name, same description, and manually. And this is the field mappings we have. And here one tricky part is the case description. Case description, you have to create a new field. So the case description, we have to create a new formula here. So this formula should be a text template model. Okay, this is not a text variable. This is text template. Make sure you have it. So for example, here, if you guys see here, he will ask you to create a text here. This is what I'm saying, like description, the API name, provide body text here. The same thing you can copy it, but only the difference is you have to make sure you choose the text template variable, not the text variable. Okay, just follow it and just save it. And then you have the status mapping. Once it is done, this is done. So in the second element, we are we can copy whatever you have here. The only difference is here we will change the object. That's all. We are going to query the order product, and order ID is equal to so and so. So we have this order products. This is already variable existing. So this variable you will map the fields, and this is the only field you are mapping. You are not mapping any other fields. The same thing applies for default outcome. In the default outcome, we are going to query the order, and in this order we have customer authorized by ID. There's a field on the order, so make sure you have verified contact ID, and also this is stored in the customer orders. Okay, this is the list of variables. If you're not finding this customers orders, make sure you create it. So see here we have this element, how we are doing. This is customer orders. We have description, we have field, and make sure you check this box and make sure this is a record and object is order and available for output. Okay, and once it is done, this is what the flow look like, the overall flow. So here we don't have anything. We have three conditions and met, and you delete anything unwanted. So in this flow, apart from this component, you should not have any other flow. When you're cloning, you might see you have this newly created record, this create refund and put refund ID. Just make sure you delete everything. All these three is not required at the same time. So you will get few more variables, right? When you're cloning, you will get, when you're cloning, you might get product ID, product name, product ID, and something like that. Just make sure you delete that. And also in the Superbadge, they clearly mentioned what are the components you have to delete it. If you see here at the bottom, you see here, finally clean up the flows that no longer is existing. So record ID is not needed, product ID is not needed, refund number is not needed. So make sure you delete all these three stuff. Okay, that's all for now from this flow, and let's see the next steps when you will be in this situation. So let me refresh this once. So once we have this, we have to add a new topic. So that's called refund process. Let's add it. So click on new topic. You can skip it. The name should be refund process. The classification, whatever they given in the trailhead. And the scope, the same thing they given in trailhead. And the instructions, we have to add 4 instructions here. Just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4 instructions. The first one is, you don't need to follow the order. The order can be anything. And second, just copying from the next tab. So everything is available in. We added, just make sure you click on next. And we don't want to add anything here, just skip it. So now our new topic has been created. Now we need to add a topic action for this. You guys remember what are the flow we created? We need to add to the topic actions. Go to navigate to the topic actions, click on new and click on new. Search from the flow, search for this flow, the request from flow, click on next. And then make sure you have the description here. You can add anything. Just wait. Whatever you're following, just make sure you follow this. So we need the require input order products. So for all the blue ones, we need require and collect the data, except the last one. So last one we no need to collect from the data, so it will be available. And for here, for case study, we no need to show in the conversation, but rest everything we can show in the conversation. Okay. Click on finish. So now we have our thing is available. So if you click on the new actions, it will take you guys to this kind of UI. And for this one, for verified contact, make sure you assign verified contact ID. verify customer ID. Okay, so that this will give you the best in one. All right, so this is what it is. So let's verify our thing, challenge 3. Refresh. I don't know whether I didn't activate our agent yet, but let me see whether how it goes. So here we created a flow, we added the templates. Sorry, we created a new flow, and then we added the new topic and actions where we add to the user. Let's see if anything we are missing. Okay, so review the decision. Okay, challenge not completed here wrong. To review the decision, there are 3 outcomes in the refund flow. Make sure the outcome out conditions reference to the ID of the order of the get records dot ID. Here it says line item IDs should not be blank, but I think I did not line item ID. So here if you open this, okay, so here I give the product ID, but he is expecting the ID, this ID. Is null, false. Same thing applies here. Should be the ID instead of product ID. So auto product ID, which is nothing but ID. So we make sure it is null, true. Save as new version. Still challenge. Check the challenge now. Thing when you're doing this decision box, make sure we reference to the dot record dot ID and dot ID. So they mention like order product ID, which might you confuse with order the line item product ID, but it's not line item product ID, it's line item ID. So that's all. Hey guys, let's do the fourth one. So we already finished this request flow in the previous session. So now in our the fourth session, fourth challenge, we need to just do the one customer sentimental flow. As part of this, we need to do 3 configurations. One is we need to create a prompt template flow, and we need to create a no trigger flow, and we need to add the messaging session records, and then we need to call this flow from our bot which we created. So simple, we need to create flow, one flow, and we need to create another flow with a prompt template. Other one is we need to add this into a new topic. So I already just finished these things. I will explain you what exactly we need to do here. So here we have they divided into 2 parts. One is we need to create one messaging session conversion flow, and also and we need to create another flow called with customer sentiment. So let's do one by one. So the first one is create messaging session conversation flow. In this flow, you have to create a prompt template flow on the messaging session records, and then we need to give all those configurations. I will show you. I'll just already finished it. I will show you, but I can explain you from where you need to do that. So for this, go to flows, click on flows, right, and then click on the new button. So when you click on the new button here, so it will ask you what kind of template you want to do it. So make sure you select the prompt template. Okay, so here you can say like prompt. So here you will see the template triggered prompt flow. Just click on here, and then it will ask you 2 types of flow, whether it's manual or automatic. So make sure you select automatic, And then in this automatic, select the record summary template capability, because this is what we are doing here. If you guys see here, so we are doing the record summary prompt template. So make sure you give the name of this as, I mean, currently it's not required, but for now, when you're saving it, make sure you do the same thing. So here we have to do it, and the object here, what you need to select is messaging session. So if you go here, you will see the messaging session. Just save this, and then once you're done, you are done. So you selected your template. So what exactly next? So they're asking us to do the I mean, they're asking us to, get the conversion transcript. So whenever there is a conversion transcript, you need to do it. So for this, there is an already existing action. You don't need to create anything. It's get conversion means it's not a record. So go here, not this one. So go here. Where is this flow? So this is the flow. Yeah, we are talking about. So this is the flow. So in this flow, just click on plus, and here go for action. Instead of action, also you can select like get conversion. You see here, get conversion transcript for the record. This is what you need to select. Just select it. So once you select it, make sure you give the name as get conversation record, and description you already know whatever they given, so make sure you give the same description here. Right, so here what exactly the record ID? So the record ID, what they're saying is they're asking us to use a message session ID. So for that, just go here, select here, come down. You see here there is a prompt template input, right? Just click on prompt template input. You will have message session, and then just ID. So this is what it is. Why it's not coming? Okay, message session, and then scroll down to, there will be an ID here. Where is the ID? See here, message session ID, just ID. That's all. This is what I do. Just save it, and then after this, what they do asking is we need to add the instructions. So make sure you add. So once you are done here, so once you're done with this thing, just click on plus. You will see the add prompt instructions. So click on add prompt instructions, and you can give the label as this. So just label, make sure you give the label and the description, whatever they mentioned here. So this is the description, right? So but in this template, the things whatever we are getting the transcript, we need to add this transcript here. So just click on here. So you can use this output. So this is output, right? So make sure you use this and conversation transcript. This is what it look like. This is the flow that we're talking about. All right, so as I mentioned, I already created. I'm just showing the same thing, same flow, which I already built. Right, so it will look like the end of the flow, the same as we mentioned here. It will look like this. You have a prompt template, you have conversation record, you have a template, the same thing, same names, whatever we mentioned here, and the session ID, whatever we talked about. And once it is done, make sure you activate it. So you are done. So let's move on to the next one. So this is done, we are done. So all this done, we did this here. Now let's do this one. So we created this flow. So we created in the above, we created the flow. So now what we need to do, we need to create a prompt template that where we are using our flow in it. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go to setup, click on prompt template. So click on new prompt template. So make sure you select here the record summary, and then the prompt template, whatever the name you given there. So just select the name here, summarize this thing, because I already created. I'm going to show you, but you guys just do this, follow this, and then here you need to select the messaging session. Okay, so messaging session. So once you're done, so make sure click on next. So once you click on next, it will look like this. So I will tell you. So this is what summarize association. This is what we just created. I just created, right? So once you click on the save, it will fall on you. So make sure you copy this this complete prompt text and paste it here. So when you paste it, you see this green ones, you will not see it. So this green ones and this flow ones will not see. You see like this. I will show you. Let me deactivate this so that it's easy for you to, let me show, I can show you easily. So when you copy this here, so just go sure and you copy here. So once you copy here, so here it clearly says like the messaging record session here, right? So just delete this and click on insert resource and click on messaging session and click on record snapshot. Okay, so this should be the record snapshot. And here you see here, this is one more highlighted here in the brackets. They said like we have to use our flow what we built. So remove this, click on insert resource, click on flows, select the flow. This is what we created just in the previous step. And then that's all. That's all. Once it is done, and if you want to test this, so let me reload it. If you want to test it, you can test with one user. I'll show you that on it. Look like this. Just you can click on preview. When you preview, it will ask you what kind of, so you use MS001. So 01, click on preview. It will give you neutral. So without any, you should not throw any errors. You have to show like this, neutral. Okay. All right, so this is the prompt template that we completed. So the next one, we need to create a new flow. So this is already created, but I will show you one more time. So how we going to create. So previously we created the prompt template trigger flow, but in this thing we are going to create a very standard flow uh, that we created in the previous step. So click on, see, you can click on new. I say I already created, I'm just opening it, but at the same time, I will show you the steps how to do that. So click here, click on new flow. So here it will ask you what kind of template it is. In this scenario, in this flow, we have to use the template called auto launch flow no triggering point. Okay, this is the flow we need to use. And then click on plus, make sure you use the get records, just get records, and use the word get messaging session. This is what we need to do. Just flow builder, tick, tick, tick. Our messages messaging session. This is what messaging session. So here, make sure you use the description, guys. If you miss the description, it will stop you to loading it. So here we need to use ID, but we don't have ID. We don't have any variable. So make sure you click on new variable, click on variable, click on what's the messaging ID they ask. So this is the variable you have to use. API name messaging. So make sure you use the description. What are they given? And data type is equal to text, and make sure you select this is required for the input. Okay, so variable, messaging session ID, description, and enable, done. So this is equal to done. So once you're done, you have your thing here. You don't need to change anything on this, just close it. So now what they need to do is, so what they're doing, once you are done, they're asking us to add the action, summarize the thing. So here, go to your flow, click on action. Here you will find search for summary. So here, this is what you need to summarize record. Just click on summarize record. Use the word, what are the summarize conversations? What are the names they given here? Ding, ding. And then use the description. Description is done. So record ID, how do you know? So this already previously we are getting the record ID. So make sure you use the same thing. So just ID. Okay, but here we need to assign them manually here. So make sure you create a new variable the same way how we did earlier. So this variable name we call it as customer sentiment. You see here. So summarize conversations, we did this one. So now we are creating a new variable that's called summarize variable. They name this one, and make sure you use the descriptions for this, or else it will stop you to fail. Where is this? Yeah, summarize description, make sure you use it. Description, I pasted. And this is available for output. Okay, previously available for input, this is available for output. So variable customer sentiment holds the information, and click on done. So Now this is what it is flow. So you have auto launch flow, you have get session, and we are summarizing that record and we are saving it. That's the flow. So which is already created just now. So and just activate it. Okay. See, there's nothing different, same thing, whatever we are talking about now. So now, so we created the flow, we created the two flows. Now what we need to do, we need to add this to our builder. So let's go back to the setup. So it's very straightforward. This is not, I mean, if you're doing this step means you're already aware how to add the new topic and new thing. So here, go to your agent boards, agent, then click on open in builder. So I already added the topic, but I will show you the steps. So this is what we added here. So click on new topic. So make sure you skip this and give your details all here. Make sure you do the two instructions and scope and classification as defined here. So this is what they already defined you. They already shown you everything what needs to be done. So once it is you filled everything, just click on next. So once it is done, you will go inside this customer analysis. So the same thing whatever I show you, the instructions what we added here, everything is done. And then go to topic actions and then click on new, create new action. So in this new action you will use your temp flow. The flow is nothing but whatever the things what we activated earlier. So here we click on next, and then loading test you can give anything, and then make sure you choose this as required input and make sure you choose this show in conversation and click on finish. Once you're finished, you will see this flow like this. Open this flow and then scroll down little, and then make sure you choose this variable. Previously whenever you chosen, it will look like this, but make sure you click on here and type routable id as sing, and that's all. Activate and you can test it if you want. That's all. And let's see how this challenge is going to be done. All right. Yeah, let's see the fourth one. Once we finish, I mean, we already finished all these flows. Let's see what's the we're going to check the challenge. Perfect. So this is what it is.